I had no idea that I would be someone who would have a heart condition.
She was very normal, like every girl, and she liked all kinds of sports. I feel like we never see anything that was wrong with her because she was always very athletic. We never complained about anything, you know.
The first time I had an incident was my 8th grade year, so I was about 14, and we were all sitting in math class, and the bell rang, and I got up, and I started to walk into the hall, and I got lightheaded. I guess I had, at that point, blacked out and fell backwards on some of my friends. But for me, I didn't know what had happened. I came to in the nurse's station. My parents took me to a cardiologist, and they told me that I had long QT syndrome. I kept feeling really lightheaded. I kept having to put my head down on my desk. I, again, didn't say anything to anybody. I couldn't even fathom what it could have been, that I completely dismissed it. I don't think I mentioned it to my mom until it became bedtime, and then I got kind of scared, thinking, I don't know what's happening, and I don't want to sleep by myself. I didn't know I was having an episode because I went to sleep, and the next thing I know, I'm on the floor, and my mom's looking over me. They immediately said, your long QT syndrome is no longer, manageable by just taking medication. You need to have an ICD unit. I immediately had surgery, and they put in a defibrillator.
I mean, here was a high school student who had essentially died and been resuscitated, and was given a second chance in life. And what was so amazing to me about Sabrina was she had gone on to Texas A&M and had really made something of herself. And even to this day, mom of 3 wonderful kids. I think she's still an accountant, and she could have quit. She has taken her second chance and ran with it.
Caleb and I got married March of 2010, and then shortly after that, we got pregnant with our daughter, Grace.
The day you have your first kid, it's one of the best days of your life, without a doubt, and finding out was just a great, great day.
Shelby Kate was born, and again, they did the EKG on her, and it was in the normal range, which brought us some comfort. But to me, Shelby Kate really just embodied a lot of my physical characteristics, and so I automatically assumed that if one of them was going to have it, it was going to be her. I treated her as if she had it. And then we had our 3rd child, Bob. I couldn't worry about 3 children sleeping. We decided it was time for us to know.
I thought the odds were more in our favor, but they're actually, 1 in 2 that a child could have it. I was scared. It was a huge relief when we did it, but it was probably one of the most stressful month or so when that took for that test to come back.
Until they told me that they didn't have the heart condition, I didn't realize how much guilt I was really carrying, and how relieved I was that none of them had it, and that I wasn't going to have to tell Bob or Shelby Kate or Grace that they couldn't go and play basketball or track or volleyball because they had a heart condition.
I think supporting the American Heart Association through volunteer efforts, monetary contributions is key. I think what's so unique about the American Heart Association is it's a combination of community effort, government intervention, colleges, universities, and you need that team approach.